Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be doing a Tiger P track assembly, and that is the finished product. That is 111 track links. Instructions called for 109, but to get that sag I had to add 2 extra links. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to locate our pieces, and we're going to cut them off the sprue. I only do a couple at a time. They're really small and easy to lose. And then we're going to need to clean it up. We're going to need to get rid of the rest of that sprue piece that's on there. So I grab a hobby knife and I carefully whittle down that remaining sprue until it's contoured to the piece that it's going to fit into. And after I get that done, I grab my little sander and I carefully sand so that it's smooth, so that when it binds with the other piece that it won't actually bind up. And here you see the jig, the 2 track links in there, and the shoe that I'm placing. So you can see how the pieces go together. And then I grab my glue, and I prefer the Tamiya extra thin, but you can use whatever brand you like. I grab a piece and I throw it in the jig, and I make sure it's set in the other piece, and I put a dab of glue in the detent on each side. Try not to get it all over the place. And I grab the shoe and I lay it across the track. And as soon as I get it positioned, I want to apply a little bit of pressure so that it closes the gap, and I want to hold it long enough to make sure that it is bonded. And then I repeat the process. I grab another link, and then I grab some glue, a little bit of a dab in the detent there, and there, and I lay the shoe across the track. And then I apply a little bit of pressure to make sure that it bonds. And I occasionally pull the track out to make sure that it has all the flexibility that it needs. These are workable tracks, obviously. So I want to make sure that it's going to wrap around the sprocket very well, and if I want to adjust the suspension, that it is able to move in that direction. And then I grab another piece, apply a little bit of glue, and this is the last little bit here. This is the joining of the last 2 sections. This was a culmination of 4 days in approximately 6-hour stints and approximately 24 hours of model building right here. And I grab that last piece and I set it, I'm applying pressure. And of course this last piece ends up giving me a little bit of trouble, and it doesn't want to bond on the one side. So I end up getting a little bit more glue and applying it with a piece in place. And then I apply a little bit of pressure. And it's assembled. I take it out, make sure it has all the flexibility it needs again. And then I want to do a test fit on this to make sure that I have all the links that I need. Like I said, I called for 109. I ended up having to add 2 extra links to get the realistic looking sag out of the tracks. As I wrap it around, I want to make sure I get the track into the sprocket on both sides. And I want to give it that natural look. So I pull the bottom tight and I wrap it around the other sprocket. And like I said, I make sure it has the sag to make it look like it's a little bit more realistic. And I join the pieces. And it looks like it's a keeper. That's that. Thanks for watching.